Hello and welcome to Business Insider with Mario Toneguzzi on Calgary's Business, brought to you today by DMA Global, your trusted relationship partner in recruiting. Joining me today is Wayne Berger, who is CEO of IWG Canada and Latin America, of which Regis is one of the companies that belongs to that umbrella group. Thanks for joining us today, Wayne.
Thanks for having me, Mario. Very much appreciate it.
Let's start by just explaining for us and for our listeners what Regis is.
Absolutely. So Regis is the largest provider of co-working, flexible workspace, and agile workspace in the world, and also in Canada. Regis currently operates about 3,100 locations across 120 countries. We have 115 Regis locations here in Canada that span across 2 million square feet. Our goal every day is to help our customers conduct the best work of their lives through great co-working space and great services.
Okay, so recently there was a study you guys had done. Tell me just a little bit about the key results from that study on flexible working space.
Absolutely. So co-working and flexible workspace is growing at a dramatic pace around the world. There's a real shift with how people and companies are using real estate and using workspace. Workspace is becoming more of a fluid service today, almost like cloud technology, except as a physical space greater than ever before. And a study that was conducted discovered two, I think, very significant results. One was the impact on local economies when flexible offices and co-working facilities reside in those local economies. And secondly, which I think is very powerful, is the impact and the benefit on the environment. What the study discovered was there is a tremendous reduction in CO2 emissions and great benefit on the environment when you have co-working facilities and agile workspace locations located in suburban markets, towns, and different neighborhoods outside of the downtown core, which help people work closer to home and get their cars off the street.
Let's talk just a little bit about the trends and why have you seen such an explosive growth in recent years in flexible workspace?
Mario, it has been remarkable. I've been in this industry now for 5 years. When I started 5 years ago, the idea of co-working was still fairly new. And co-working's been around for 30 years or longer. IWG and Regis has been around now for 30 years. 5 years ago, we had 48 locations in Canada across 1 million square feet. Today, we are 133 locations, just our company alone. With under 3 million square feet across multiple brands. The business continues to grow, and it's because of trends that we're seeing, and I'll walk you through a couple. One is the change with how, where, when, why, and what people call work. You have this dramatic shift with how people are choosing to work today. More and more people are entering what we call the contingent workforce, which is freelancers, contractors, consultants, startups, scale up. That group represented 30% of the Canadian employee population back in 2015. As the calendar turned to 2020 this year, that number is now 40%. And studies are showing that the contingent workforce will grow to 51% or 9.2 million Canadians by 2027. So the largest percentage of the workforce will be in this contingent workforce, and they all need a great place to work that isn't home or a coffee shop. They need a productive, design aspirational, beautiful, great network of locations in order to work and meet their clients and team members. So you have that piece. Technology's become an incredible enabler where you look at how we're conducting our time today, having the tools in hand, laptop, mobile phone, etc., has given people the opportunity to be able to work from wherever they need to at whatever time based on where their clients are, where their team members are, whether virtually or physically. And that helps people work from different locations because technology is enabling them to be nomadic. The third big piece is financial. We're seeing a big push in companies that want flexibility. You're seeing more and more economic trends move towards the sharing economy, really using space or using items versus owning. That's happening in commercial real estate where companies and people want the flexibility to have access to co-working space or space as flexibly as 1 month, 1 year, 2 years versus a traditional 10, 15-year lease. And the cost savings are dramatic. Many enterprise companies are moving towards flexible workspace because they can be flexible as well as reduce their cost by 40% because they don't have the large capital commitment that's required in order to sign a lease and build it and furnish it, et cetera. So great financial benefits. The whole generation of workers is moving towards what we call Generation Flex, where they want to have flexible working strategy, and the demand continues to outpace supply.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thanks very much for joining us today, Wayne.
Thanks for having me, Mario. All the best.
Okay, that was Business Insider with Mario Toneguzzi on Calgary's Business, brought to you today by DMA Global, your trusted relationship partner in recruiting.